All right, so boom. Back. And here we are, valid and repping. And if we ever become invalid, we stepping. And apart from doing my hibachis and salads and breakfast, someone told me, I bet you couldn't do etouffee. And I said, challenge accepted. So, here I am. I'm going to show y'all the easiest way how to do the etouffee, which is nothing short of just saying French for soup. I have this, of course, heating up as it is. Every single component you see on this table right now is going to be used, but of course, for the flavoring, I'm going to start off with the sausage first, of course. All right, so, and also I'm going to try to get the drippings from the sausage to help with the roux, of course, on the end. All right, so let me turn up the heat a little bit. So what's going to end up happening, I decided to go live instead of trying to edit another video, because you never know. Okay, what we have here before I get started, of course, on the hit, you're going to have some flour at some point, and that's just to thicken the roux. This right here is a powerful, powerful bouillon that I created out of the crab boil seasoning, or should I say the, shrimp and crab boil seasoning, but I just added a twist to it. It's got Worcestershire sauce in there and also avocado oil and a mixture of all the peppercorns that I have processed and pretty much blended myself. They got to blend until they're smooth. You don't want to crunch into anything, so they're blended. This right here is an allspice I created. Bouillon's on the top, smoked paprika on the side right here. You got chipotle paprika right there. And you also have a little bit of chili powder, and on the end is onion and garlic mixed in. So that comes in later. But for now, let me go ahead and toss these turkeys and piggies in. A mixture of andouille and also turkey sausage, of course. And that's where we are. I'm gonna shake this like a Jiffy Pop. But anyway, the idea once this thing actually starts to blend is to keep stirring, because you don't want anything to scorch. Now, if some of y'all like y'all meat to be a little bit scorched on the end before you take it out, that's a plus because that adds more grease to the roux. So you'll see how that comes in just a little bit. Usually I would do the 3/4 of a stick of butter, 3/4. But of course I have such a big quantity of veggies that I'm just gonna add the whole thing. Usually I don't like it that fattening. Sofrito will come in a little bit later. Of course, that's when the roux has all come together and pretty much all of the flavors are fortified. Okay. So, but of course, this is the bowl right here I'm using to scoop these out. And then add my butter in. So yeah, everything's going in. If I turn around, I'm just getting the rest of the ingredients on the other side here. So, like this is the crab that I had for about 2 days ago. I'm going to add that in after the whole entire etouffee is cooked, because you don't want it to get too seedy and start ripping apart. You want the crab claws to be, intact a little bit. Let me turn down the heat on this so I won't burn them up. Yes, sir. So I'm going to try to recreate it like I did yesterday, and how it was recreated. Oh, it was so good. I sent those to my barbers, of course, because they work really hard, and Mr. Mark got me looking clean as always. But you know what? Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. A musician at mind and soul, but a chef at heart. Tell me, it's good to be able to be talented in a whole lot of things. So you don't have to pay too much, and plus you don't have to depend on anybody for something you don't have to do yourself. Usually I'm doing a lot of drum videos, and as of late I was doing piano videos, so I'm just doing everything there is. Just to be, oh, I also forgot, ground white pepper is also in this bowl right over here, the white bowl right over there. Yeah, I forgot that. So a lot of peppers and spices, no salts yet, because this right here already recompenses for the salt. Now you notice I am not adding no broths or nothing yet. Yeah, none of this yet. It don't come into play until later when you get all the components together. So, as a fellow musician, my father, a little fun story. Well, maybe not fun, maybe traumatic for me. Fun for him, I don't know. Much love to Anna Marie Coles and Harry Coles Jr., my father. And they're over there at New Hope Road, chilling out, about to watch the Tennessee and Illinois game. But one thing he taught me a long time ago, boy, if you're gonna be sneaking some pots, you better learn how to cook. Because one time I snuck some pots of that beautiful taco meat that he likes to make when we're doing stuff, and he caught me and almost whooped me like I was an egg. I swear for God. And then that very next week, he told me, look, don't ever steal something from somebody. You need to be productive enough to make it yourself. So here's what I'm gonna do. You gotta cook this chicken here. And if you don't cook it right, if I see any amount of blood, I'm gonna whoop you. He's an army man, so it's like he thrives off of precision. You see what I'm saying? He wants things to be right. That's why I respected him for all these years. And so I was so scared. I was trembling, trying to ask my brother Brandon, hey man, I need some help, man. I got the flour right, but I don't know if I got the consistency. I don't want to bleed while I'm doing that, because you know what's up. So that was the first time I ever got into the kitchen real heavy. And ever since that day, I never stopped cooking for anyone. I don't care if it's for my wife or my nieces or whatever. I just like to throw down. Okay, enough of that. So as you can tell, I like to do my browning a little bit differently. So when I brown them a little bit on each side, I take them out. I don't want them too crunchy. You know what I'm saying? Something's got to have the right consistency. So I'm gonna take them out right now because I'm pretty sure they're already cooked. Whether they got grease on them or not, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna set up the roux and the veggies next. That's the second step. Turn down the heat, of course, because you don't want to burn yourself, and plus you don't want to have too much of the crisp on your utensils, like forming inside of the pot. Because then you have to be digging and digging and digging. You can't dig in Velcro. That's kind of detrimental to the body. All right, God is good. We're here. Bless him, Haya. All right, so I'll leave that on the side right here. I'll come back to that. Now, the most important part that you cannot miss, please keep your eyes on it. Please keep your eyes on it right here. Like I said, I don't use the whole thing, but because I have a lot of veggies and a lot of components, I'm doing it this time, okay? Keep it moving. Bless him higher. All right, so here it is. Let me move this around some. And let that butter start buttering. Okay, when it's all the way down to a schmelt, or like a huge melt, all you gotta do is just add those veggies in that you see right here. That's it. It gets tricky around this area, so please watch one time. You can always rewind it and look back. Yes, ma'am. What's going on, Nakia? Yeah. One step for man, 2 steps for chefs, is what I say. Always gotta be 2 steps ahead. So I'm gonna let that go down. Let me see what else I got here. Now, I'll add, as an optional, the sour cream to create the color that I need for an actual etouffee. And plus the creaminess mellows it out, and it makes it taste like very, very full and hearty. So yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Should I use the rest of these right now? It's not even past the expiration date, but it's getting close. Maybe I should just use them now. Yeah. I got some extra peppers and onions over there. I'm debating whether I should just use it all. Well, doesn't matter. So you see it wilting down. It's going where it needs to go. Going to the great beyond in the sky. Vegetable, canola, wherever you are. I'll see you later. Okay, so what's going to come up next are these veggies right here, and then this mix-up right here. So what I can do, I'll just add the mix-up now. So for those of y'all just joining, you just heard the mix-up on the, on the live just now. So let me just mix that in right now. So chipotle, there's like a little chipotle seasoning, paprika. Ooh, white pepper, of course, a little onion powder. I love smoked paprika because it gives you that bacon smell a little bit. So now you see the coloration just changed. Guess what time it is, dog? Now we're gonna move on to the veggies, okay? So let me turn the heat back up to about flow nim. Yes, Lord. Okay. Here's the family of peppers that are already in the bunch. Pimentos, onions, and 2 types of bell peppers, the red and the green. Now, mind you, there's no salt in it yet, with the exception of the little bit of bouillon, chicken bouillon I put on the top. I don't want too much seasoning on it because the rest of the stuff, like the sausage, is going to do its work already. So, over salting it is a thing. So I ain't going to do that. All right, so now, when this stews down a little bit more, I got about 5 minutes. God, I love jazz at night. I love it. Then I will add 1, not the spoon right here. If I do this spoon, this is a teaspoon. If it's a teaspoon, I would have to add 2 cups of my crab oil seasoning. But I like to do 1 tablespoon and then a half of it because that's as much spice as I need. Okay? Oversaturating, let me just throw that in there a little bit. Yeah. Get in there. Get in there. There's just a little bit of drippings, that's all. Oversaturating anything with the wrong components will definitely kill the meal. You already know that. You know that, so we're not going to do that. This will be my meal for tonight. I don't have to eat anything else for the whole entire week. It's a money saver, and not only that, you can add it with almost anything. Mashed potatoes, ziti or penne, which is very, very popular, and my rice that I have right over here cooking. So the rice is already done. It's warming, so let me turn that off. Turn it off. Turn it off! Okay, well, there's, I'm sorry. Let me quit playing around. Okay, so let me turn the heat up on this. You want it to wilt down. You want like a savory crunch, not a regal crunch. A regal crunch is you have to keep crunching into it. So a savory crunch means you have some softness and some hardness, on the actual vegetable, okay? So let's keep it moving. Like I told you, keep stirring. You don't want nothing to get up and then stuck. Because then you're gonna have to like try to recreate all the seasonings. It won't taste right. All right. Okay. Shout out to all of my peoples everywhere. I hope you all have enjoyed your Christmases. Hope you all have enjoyed the gifts. And I just hope that we are all still, I don't want to say, still got money in the account, in other words. Still holding on, because we got school and everything else. Y'all got kids. Hold on to it, please. Now, what say you now? Before I dunk all this in, this comes after this. So let me put in I might as well put it in now. Okay, this is a tablespoon of my spicy, of course, this is the actual nucleus of the etouffee. This is where all the flavor comes from. So that was 1 tablespoon of my, what I call, bouillon, crab bouillon. Mixture between crab boil and bouillon. All right, so, but see, me, I personally like mine just a little bit hot. So, there it is. That was a tablespoon and 3/4. Or a tablespoon and a half, it's fine. It's moving. See it? It's breaking. Okay, so, breaking and moving. Now, I add, of course, this right here to thicken it up. Bow. And of course, you know the chaser after that. Let it just get kind of thick first before you add the broth. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's going to go good. So keep mixing this so it won't like rise on you or puff up on you. So, ooh, did you see, look at it. Did you see what happened to it? The color is starting to turn into the actual, and see how it's starting to stick a little bit on the bottom? Yes, that's what you want. So after that fortifies in with your veggies, then you add your broths in or whatever you're going to use. So I got 2 types of broth with that sofrito and the chicken broth this time. Yesterday I used the vegetable broth and it was happening. It was super lit. The lituations in this house was stoking. I loved it. But anyway, here we go. Oh yeah. So here I am. Now you see this like has like a little gravy consistency now, right? It's no longer watery. It looks like a sauce itself. All right, now I turn down the heat and add as I go along the chicken broth, okay? Right here. That's about 2 cups I poured. And the thing is, it's just a natural thing. See what I'm saying? Natural it is to cook. Natural it is to breathe. Natural it is to sing. Natural it is to walk and chew gum at the same time. Natural it is. So that's why I keep telling people, don't be afraid to try cooking. Don't be afraid to try it. You'll never know where you are. Now it's the taste test for a little bit. Let me make sure I got my little spoon over here that I don't like to double dip. Okay, let's see where it is on the salt intake. Just as I thought. Ooh, the spice there. But the salt is not much. It's not that prevalent, but I'm glad it's not. Oh yeah. Love it. Okay. The reason why the salt should not be there yet, because like I said, you have the sausage over there. Let me add a little more broth. I like mine just soupy enough, but not too soupy. Stewy, sort of. Short of being stewy, in other words. I like it a little bit more stewy than the cast of Family Guy. You'll get it later. So there it is. So this, let's put this good girl on the bench. She can come back and volley the ball later. But right now, that's enough from her. She's too spicy. No, but she's not too spicy for this one. This is good. It's perfect consistency. All right, moving on. So have everything together, but what are we missing? The only thing that we're missing now are the meats. So before I do that, let me add on another roux. Add this right here. Let me rinse it off for one thing. No double contamination. Okay, so now we have the sour cream, which creates this stifling roux, and it just adds this little color to it, you know. It doesn't sour anything up. It doesn't sour not one thing up. It just makes the color look the way it is and kind of like thickens it up to the stew consistency that you want. Bango! I love it that way. I love it that... Okay, you know what? I'm not about to do this today. I promised I wasn't going to sing for y'all. I just want to cook. Jesus. All right. When all components are in, I am free to use the sofrito for my tomato base that I love so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do a pretty round, strong sofrito in there. I like that. Sofrito is like, sort of the Mexican way to use, like, if you're trying to like cook Italian, but you don't want to say you're Italian, you would use sofrito. It's sort of like that. It doesn't taste or smell like salsa, but you can use it for all those components. Now you see that color? Ooh, look at that color right there. That was what I was looking for. Like a deep orange or an ember bronze, sort of. Yassa. Okay. So here we are. Oh, what the heck? Just go ahead. Yeah, there it is. So I've turned it down. And now the etouffee is pretty much done at this point, except for the lead players. LeBron. I don't know why I equated sausage to LeBron, sorry. And Curry. Crab claws. Okay, so dunk them in there. All of it. Get all in there. I'm waiting on my wife to bring the other crab claws I asked for. But for now, I'm just going to try to lightly stir so I will not break up all the crab claws. So I'm pushing P. See what I'm saying? Pushing. That's it. I'm not like, see what I'm saying? It looks like I'm petting rather than stirring now. Because I don't want to dig all up. Looking like, nobody know the truth. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're just going to try to pedal it along and try not to break up any of the components. So we're practically done from here now. So I'm going to put all my stuff away. Put the sofrito away. You know what? There's just a little bit of sofrito left in this. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there. Jesus. Okay. We on. So now it's time to wash the dishes. Because I do not want to have to deal with that before I sit down. Yeah. Yes. Some hot stuff right here. And now this one's a lot thicker than yesterday. But I like it though. Because when you put it on that rice. When you put all these components on the rice, oh, you'll basically like feel how astonishingly flavorful it is. Now, rewash and retest. Now, be sure to remember, if the salt intake is not to your liking, you can also add some sparing amount of salt to it to kind of like give what you need to it. So let me do one last test and see what I need. Oh my God. Yes, sir. All right. A little black pepper on the top. Garnish. And maybe 2 of these. That's it. That was about a teaspoon and a half of salt. Wouldn't it be nice if you could wake up and smell the lovely food that's on your stove? Okay, come on now. Yes. That's that gritty work right there. Loving it. Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We donezo. All right. Put away on the trash, please. Put it under the trash so you don't have to worry about the trash today. All right. I'm very happy to be here. So there you have it. For presentation's sake, I'll just do it from right here from the counter. Waste not, want not. Let me put some more of that sofrito in there so that I won't waste any sofrito in the trash can. So the sofrito can is already done. You can use about half of the can to do what I just did, or just a quarter of the can. It still does its work. So I'm shaking up some chicken broth in with the sofrito. There it is. That's enough stew for it to do what it do. Mwah! We got it. Okay. That perfection took no more than maybe 15 minutes, correct? For as long as I've been on here and talking and yibber-yappering and all that type of stuff. Hope you don't mind. Let me go wash my dishes here. I'm going to come back and plate this. I don't know how y'all like it. Y'all like them? I'm not sure. Let me know. Y'all like the rice on or the rice off? In other words, do you like the etouffee on the rice or off the rice? Push. Push and pee. Push and pee. Let's go. Push and pee. Push and pee. Let's go. Yeah. Because I think it tastes better either way. It don't matter. It doesn't really matter. But, I mean, some people like to... Then look at the ones who are really great enthusiasts. Great enthusiasts. Etouffee, if you just witnessed. Let me put the top on that, matter of fact. Great etouffee or soup enthusiasts. Just like having beef stew on rice, they like to have the etouffee on the rice. So I think I'm going to do an old style like that. Now, my wife is the master or mistress of bacon. I would have loved to have some cornbread because that's what I like on mine. Etouffee. I like to have like a little square of cornbread right next to it. If I'm not going to have rice, I usually do the cornbread. So, but I got the rice today. But either way, it still tastes good with it. Like with some smoked turkey collard greens, cornbread, the etouffee, and the rice actually goes well with that. So let me set this on the side, y'all. It don't get no better than that. I promised you that I would do it. When y'all saw my promo, that was just to let you know that I was about to throw something down today. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn how to cook some etouffee today. Hey, Mr. Vern, tell me how to spell etouffee. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. all right. Okay. So, when I take this rice out, I'm just gonna let it get brick up just a little bit. I'll let my rice too wet. And then I'm just gonna plate it so you can see the final product. And I will bid you farewell from there. But also, I've been meaning to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for just taking pride in all of your Facebook friends, because we go through a lot. We don't really get a chance to really get together and integrate as much as we want to. But at least you can peer into our lives and just try to get a glimpse of the type of happiness and joy that we want to try to share with all of you. So, from my house to your house to Cole's family, Fair family, cooking with the Coleses, this is where it's at. I even got myself a little jingle called Living My Chef Life. Don't y'all steal it, because I've been doing that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm living my chef life. I'm gonna be baking, cooking, and grilling. I'm just kidding. Don't do this. All right, so look. Almost plating time. I got a heck of a lot of dishes. I don't know. Who's been eating cheesecake? I don't eat cheesecake. Lord, I must say, Jesus, what am I going to do? We want to some cheesecake without me. What kind of blem up individual want to yum some cheesecake in my house? We don't eat the rough cheesecake. Oh, all right, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just so full of life. I mean, you gotta be. Gotta laugh and cry. So, instead of crying, gotta smile instead of frowning. Even if it ain't your character, try to smile one day. Find something that is your speed. Find something that is your vibe, and stick to that every single day. Because days of tribulation are many from few. So you gotta learn how to put it together somehow. Make it do what it do. All right, then. So people have been tuning in. Let me show y'all again the ending produit, the pièce de résistance. Les produits sont faits. That's the ending product right there of the etouffee. Yeah. So now, in your own leisure, or when you have time before we get back to work, for some of us who are educators, just rewind this back. And if you want, because there's some secrets I gotta keep from y'all. How I made my little ingredients, how the etouffee is supposed to go. Like that shrimp and crab bouillon I made, that's mine. So you can do it your own way. So I can't really share everything, like everything. My dad always said, keep something for yourself. Tithe back to yourself. So I tithe back the family secrets. Everybody got them. At least the right ones, I hope. All right, so blessings to all those who showed up. Jameson, what it is, what it did it do. Sister Laverne, God bless you. Hope to see you at the New Year's service, 6 o'clock tomorrow at Bethel AME. Nikea, thank you for looking on. Thank you for taking a ride. Yes, sir. So put this here back. All right. So let me see how the rice turned out. Oh yeah. And the rice I chose was not dirty rice. No. Not the that type of rice. because there's enough salt in it already. I chose jasmine. Jasmine is so smooth. Oh my God. It tastes so good. So that jasmine rice be throwing hooks and lefts. Hooks and rights and lefts. Haymakers. Just a knockout. Knockout in the kitchen. But here's my question. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Broth top. Okay. So now it's time for the presentation. Hurry up, boy. Get done with them dishes. You hear my dad right now.
I getting to it, boss. I getting to it.
All right. Put all the cloths back. Reintegrate the measuring cup with its other cups so that I can find it for next time. Because a lot of times I'm not always like organized, but I'm just glad that I'm organizing things, you know, because I want to find it for later. You can't do that when they're all strewn everywhere. Gotcha. Okay. These are not quite done yet. But I can move this now. All right, add my scooping spoon. Baking, cooking, grilling, yeah, I live in the mix. Yeah, always do. In the mix being the pot, whipping it. Them onions smell so good in that etouffee. You'll have an accent vegetable that kind of like pops out there at you and protrudes through the whole entire meal. And you can't do nothing but smell it in the whole entire house. When people walk in, they think you're cooking, and it still stays and lingers. That's the onions in there. Yes. Dion don't know how to cook. Get yourself a man who can cook, though. All right, so let me do this right now. So bless him, bless him, bless him. Y'all can, after the live is done, I know it took me about 5 minutes to wash these right here. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Lamb? Really? Okay. Oh, Shay. Oh, Shay, bye-bye. Now we're here. Turn it off. And here's the part I was talking about. Let me unplug this right here. Also, if you haven't already, invest in a rice cooker, please. I'm telling you, it really does simplify and curtail the time that you need to cook. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, though? All right. One last stir. Turn it off. Okay. Okay. And because I don't like to see a whole lot of messiness, rinse that off. And now here's the ending, or the finale, as most of you have already joined in. So it's jasmine rice, so you can do any type of rice, long grain, Uncle Ben's, it don't matter. Because rice is rice. It's what you put on top of it that counts. So let me do a good liberal scoop here. Oh yeah, look at that right there. All right, and then a half scoop. That's how I do mine too. Shouldn't have all the starch in the world, but I start off with a good bit. And now the dressing. Oh, the dressing. You know what? I'm gonna have my car do that song. Swiftful God. Okay, so you see all the components going in. I can almost imagine Space Odyssey going off in my mind, in slow motion when I put it on there. I'm just okay. Oh, whatever. Yeah, so yeah. This is the ending factor for today. I'm really glad that y'all joined me. I do about 3 scoops worth of dressing for the first helping, and that's about it. So that's good. That's little, well, no, I want a little onion. Or pepper or something. Like, give me that. Come here, what are you doing? Give me that. Come here. There. Noise. Super noise. Okay, so we're done here. As I said, run back and rewind all of those ingredients that I put on there. I promise you it'll never go wrong. It is very flavorful, extremely delectable, and not really time consuming at all. Thanks for joining me on my live. Let me clean that up right there. All right. Noise. I'll just put that in there now. The game is over. So bless you all, and I hope to see you all in the new year. Hold fast to all your professions, and be sure to live life while you can. Please. You owe it to yourself with all that you've been through in your life to do something and switch up. Do something new every single time that you're, that you can. You don't need nobody's allowance or nobody's permission to live life. You breathe by yourself. You live and die by yourself. So, take care of your life as much as possible. And just enjoy doing things. This being one thing I enjoy. Oh, yes, sir. I'm on it, doggone it. Bless up, y'all. I will see y'all later.